Hello and welcome. Today we are going to be discussing about the regular ER verbs in French. Now, what are regular ER verbs in French? Like in English, what is an infinitive? Infinitive is something that is to plus a verb. Now, I say to speak. Do I speak like this? I to speak, you to speak, he she to speaks, we to speak? No, we never use this like this. What we do is we say I speak. I'm so sorry. I speak. You speak. He speaks. See, it's not that he speaks more than me, but here it is basically depending on the subject pronoun. If you would have heard a very famous reel going on, I speak, he speaks, she speaks. Does he speak more than me? No, he doesn't speak more than me, but it is because the subject pronoun changes the way the verb acts. So what do I do it in English? I drop the different types of subject pronouns, which is je for I, tu for you, il for he, elle for she. Now over here, I ka plural will be nous. It is always I, the plural is we. Tu. Now in English, tu does not have a plural. People who are not Hindi but are not Indians, but I would say Hindi also follows the same way, wherein I do a formal and an informal way of addressing a person. Like I say, tu ye kar. That is, you do this. It's for my younger people or people whom I'm very friendly with. But if I have to address a teacher or a president in English, I'll say, ma'am, you do this. Mr. President, you do this. There is no formal or an informal way of addressing anybody in English. Though English is informal and a formal both language depending on the tone you use. But in French or in Hindi, if it's a parent or an elderly, in Hindi I would say aap ye karo. That means you do it in a formal way. The same way like we say nous and vous. Here we will have, for the formal way, we will have vous. That is tu and aap of Hindi, which is a you plural. He will have a they. In English, we do not have a masculine plural, masculine feminine singular, masculine singular and plural. But here we have a masculine and a feminine both plural. So ils will be a masculine plural and else over here would be a feminine plural. Now going with the ER verbs. Now for ER verb, we remove ER and we conjugate it as E, ES, E, E, ONS, EZ, ENT, ENT. Note, please note, we cannot change the format in which this is written. We cannot change the format. You have to remember this. Now I would request everybody watching this video to please write this 3 times right now before you proceed to the video. Stop the video and write it 3 times, because this will help you to understand the things in future. Once you've written it 3 times, let's go to the conjugation. If the verb is parler, which means to speak. Like in English, I would have dropped to. Over here, I would drop an ER, to which this will become my stem. How will I conjugate this? It will become je parle I speak. You see ES, he speaks. L, she speaks. Now I would like to highlight this because this stays in your mind if I use this colors. Which color should I use over here for English? Okay, let's use a yellow color. So I speak, you speak, he speaks, she speaks. So over here now, nu, pa. Here ONS is not pronounced, but just for phonetic reason, I will pronounce the entire thing, which is nous parlons. Ideally, I always say nous parle. We do not speak ONS, so it will become we speak, vous, again parle, but here for phonetic reasons, I'll say parler. You speak in the plural form, else. Again, it should be parle, but phonetically I'll say parlons, which becomes they speak in the masculine plural form, else parle, which is they speak in the feminine plural form. Okay, let's go and color them out. This is our yellow, yellow dirty fellow, so that's not there, but yeah, yellow. And then this one is blue. So when you go through the document, you will really enjoy looking at it because this creates a very good impact on your brain, and I've like made it in a very zigzag format for you to understand. I'm sure it will definitely help you to understand a lot of things. Okay, so over here these are your ways you conjugate it, but you have to remember few things over here when you're conjugating a ER verb. Whenever, remember spelling is wrong, huh? Okay, let's do attention. Okay, let's shade this red. Let's shade this red. Attention, so that you'll remember. Whenever the verb starts with a vowel, that is A, E, I, O, U, H and Y, it takes an apostrophe in the je form. Now what does this mean? What does this mean? Here, if I had the verb aimer, which is to like, this is a very common verb which we keep on using. Over here, I would drop the verb er and I would make it as j'aime, because if I write je aime, it will be wrong. I cannot write it like this because there is a vowel which will clash. So that's why it becomes j'aime, j'adore, j'étudie. All of this would take an apostrophe. Remember, these are regular ER verb conjugations. We have semi-regular and irregulars also available in ER. So we will be covering that in future videos. We have been very careful in making sure that the videos are of very short duration and you do not lose out interest while doing these videos. So you will find I'll try to attach this also for you guys along with a small worksheet and an assessment which you can go through and monitor your progress. I would like you to go and do these verbs. There are around 15 to 20 verbs which are attached with it. I would like you to conjugate them and send us back for analysis and checking, so that you understand where and how you are making mistakes about. Thank you. Do keep watching.